For me, I was a tight end for Notre Dame. I was in a lot of collisions. My body was hit quite often. My spine kind of went out of place many times. My head got rung. Big Mike Golick, Mike and Mike in the morning. I had to go up against him every day. Guys that have been in a lot of collisions really need this patch. I am on a mission right now, Dr. John. I've had 4 meetings with the NFL Alumni Association. There is a condition called chronic traumatic encephalopathy. I know you're aware of it, but
Big buzzword.
yeah, CTE for short. These guys are struggling. Medicine, pharmaceutical surgery is not going to help these former players. In fact, you can only diagnose this condition post-mortem. So you can't even tell they have it. They just
Right.
show signs of that condition. These are white matter hyperintensities that are forming in the brain. I lost a dear friend, took his own life because he just could not handle the pain and trauma. He played for the 1985 Super Bowl champion Chicago Bears. So had we had this product 20 years ago, I mean, I'm talking X39,
Yeah.
perhaps that gentleman would still be on this planet. So my mission is clear. I am trying to get to every athlete that's been in collisions that I can possibly get to. That's why we have 79 former players and graduates from Notre Dame. These men and women are very intelligent, and boy, did they vet us hard. They rolled their eyes and said, yeah, right, a patch. What is that going to do? But then,
What about for you personally? Are you
yeah,
are you able to work out still and all of that stuff? And how has that affected you?
wait till we get to Hawaii. I've got a 6-pack. I'm just kidding. I'm stronger, leaner. I have more stamina and strength than I've had in a very long time. I literally think I'm 62. I literally believe I could play college football right now. That's how good of shape I'm in, and that's because of these patches. Of course, combined with the Celergize and now the X2O water machine. Wow, what a combination. But for
Dang it,
me,
Joe, just because of what you just said, I'm going to avoid you when I'm in my swing. I'm going to go to the other part of the resort and just hide.
I had a debilitating pinching sensation that went down my glutes to the back of my knee. You know exactly what that is.
Yes, I
I
do.
struggled with that for 30 years of my adult life. I would be in an airport and I would literally have to drop my bags, my luggage, and crouch down like a baseball catcher to stretch out that nerve route. I wore this patch, this X39 bad boy, for 21 days, John. Totally went away.
Oh man, that's life changing. And I've only had that once in my life, and it affected everything I did. I had to sit down in my practice. I would wheel myself in. Hi, I'm Dr. Harmon. I'm your chiropractor. I can't stand up. I wish I would have had this patch
Yeah.
back then.
Well, I tried to tell my chiropractor about this technology. You know, he just scoffed at me, and I haven't been back to him in 2.5 years. He probably thinks I changed doctors, but in reality, I just have not needed his services. So,
And you know what, Joe? Sometimes my experience has been when they find out people don't have to come in as much, they're not as interested in helping people, unfortunately. And it says a lot about them,
yeah.
unfortunately. Anything else that you'd like to add about some of the players? Maybe, big change that somebody else had.
Yeah, I mean, it's shocking some of the stories I'm hearing from some of these players who are going to the gym. And when you lift heavy weight and do a lot of repetitions,
Yeah.
the muscles contract, you consume that ATP, which is energy, and you develop microscopic tears in the muscles so that when they rest and repair, the muscles become bigger. That's how bodybuilders get very large. But what I'm hearing from these guys when they come out of the gym, they're like, Joe, I'm busting my butt and I'm not getting sore.
You can't get sore. It's
You
the
can't
weirdest
get
thing.
sore.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're wearing a variety of the patches, but mainly X39. And it's just
Right.
very interesting that they're not getting sore. But, back to the head trauma, I've got 2 players who they lost their long-term memory. So we talk about brain fog lifting, in the first few months. That's real. These guys can now remember songs from the 1980s And they used to struggle by trying to name that tune.
And Joe, that's a quality of life thing when you get older. I mean,
It sure is.
I
Yep.
don't remember anything, quality of life. And then there's, wow, I can remember my loved ones, who I am.
Yeah.
I have a friend here in town. I'll only say his first name, but he just won a 46-year lawsuit against the NFL for 9 brain surgeries. And the outcome has been really good for the players that are currently playing, because I think now it's a workers' comp injury. But anyway, that's another topic. Joe,